guys, Blake Trevino, also known as Blakey the Comic here. I'm here at this WaveCom Expo, I believe is the name of it.
New Wave Expo.
New Wave Expo, close enough. We got lovely cosplayer here. What's your name?
Jasmine Monique.
Jasmine Mooney, and this is some of your stuff here, right?
Yes.
Alrighty. How long have you been doing this? Hide your food.
Modeling.
Huh?
Modeling or cosplay?
Cosplay.
Cosplaying probably like
A little bit more on camera.
2014,
2014?
maybe.
Alright, okay. I'm bad at math, so we'll just say like 8 years or so.
Yeah.
What got you into it?
Creativity, just be yourself.
Just do it yourself?
Yes.
I tried it once, I suck at it. Like I can't even do a Halloween costume.
No.
To be honest. Like it's just bad. I don't look anything like it. So you're here obviously dressed as Kitana,
Yes,
right?
Mortal Kombat.
Is she your favorite, or do you play Mortal Kombat, or you just?
Yeah, she's my favorite.
She is?
Oh yeah.
How long, like, what video, like which Mortal Kombat did you start playing? Did you first got turned on to her?
The OG.
The part 2 when she came out? Nice. Let's see, you've done Mortal Kombat. What are some of the other characters you've done cosplay-wise?
Harley Quinn. I've done Misa from, what is it? Death Note. Sorry, I'm cold, so it's like.
I get you.
Harley Quinn. I've done actually a lot.
Okay. Yeah. So you hit all these. You travel and do this, or?
Yeah, we travel.
What was the furthest place you've gone? Houston? Okay. And have you ran into some like just crazy, weird people, weird encounters asking you weird questions, weird stuff, or anything? Any creeps, anything in this?
Yeah.
What was the weirdest thing?
The most weirdest thing, we were walking in San Antonio, right? It was San Antonio? And these two random girls, they were arguing about like relationship and marriages, and then they just pulled us over, and then like out of nowhere, they started asking like, well, what were they asking?
They're basically saying if you're married, if you've been together long enough, is it still considered like them being married after they put the ring on, because they've been together for probably like 7-8 years?
Yeah.
That would be considered them being married. And then she put a ring on, and then she got more rules, and she was like, wait. If we were already kind of married, why are you saying there's more rules while there's a ring on?
It's really random.
That is pretty weird. Yeah. That's such a weird question. Just, hey, you person, are we married yet, or something? That's just, that's awkward. Okay, well, at least not as creepy as I thought, but that is just a weird encounter and all that stuff.
But we also do have a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, you want to plug it really quick? We could throw it on a link.
It's Jasmine Monique. And it's the same thing on Facebook, Abandoned Adventures.
Abandoned Adventures.
And we tackle like anything from the paranormal to the creepy, abandoned, haunted.
So what, any of you seen any crazy, weird paranormal stuff?
Oh yeah,
like, where here?
Courthouse.
What was weird or scary?
Something like pulled my hair and it went like that on my leg, and we were in the jail cells and he wasn't near me. And then when we were in the basement, a demonic voice was literally echoing and copying me on cue.
Y'all have that on camera?
We got trapped in the same building too on the same day.
Yep, it trapped us in.
The window that we went through was shut. It was sealed with a beam. There was a beam closing the window, and we couldn't push it out until we all three pushed it out.
Now, were there any drugs or alcohol involved when y'all did this?
There was some.
No.
There was probably some needles on the ground.
No, for y'all's
For us,
usage.
no.
Like y'all weren't high, tripping on mushrooms, acid.
No, I promise.
I'll do some shrooms here and there, you know what I mean? When I'm out there.
I've been on acid and locked myself in the restroom, thought I got trapped by something paranormal, so I get it. Like,
That'd be fun.
you know, I'm like, what the fuck? They melted off the door handle on my thing here, so.
I took a shroom in the room 666, and it was like really a girl's restroom, and it was right across the room 55, or it was 566, or it was 665. There you go. And we were right in the restroom, and I was on the shroom, and it just kicked in, and everything started feeling like it just went like that, bro. It's real trippy.
Man, I wanna experience one of these paranormal things. I've always tried. People's like, oh, go to this building. They're like, it's an old building. Somebody's died in there, and I'm like, well, shit. Somebody's died in every old building, so every building should be haunted at that point. But y'all swear to God, any other spots in Corpus?
We did the Selena Graveyard, and that was our very first video.
Selena Graveyard, where's that at?
Seaside Memorial.
Yeah.
Oh, just the cemetery? Like,
Yeah, she has her like
own little.
Stone.
I feel so bad from Corpus, and I have never been to the.
That was my first time.
I think I'm gonna get canceled for that in Corpus. I've never been to Selena Museum or Graveyard. I didn't know there was a graveyard. And really quick, what was your name? You're the husband?
Yes,
she was mentioning?
My name is Gustavo. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Blake Trevino. I'm a comic
Nice
here.
to meet you, Blake.
Yeah. Yeah, so you were, she said you were cosplayed as Sub-Zero.
I was Sub-Zero, yeah.
What got you into cosplay?
My wife, she's the one that does all the
Oh, God. 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago, man.
But how?
We met on the, originally I walked past her in the mall. She didn't really notice me, and then I met her. We stopped at the bus stop, and I started talking to her.
Yeah.
And then from there, we kind of started flirting with each other, and then I started telling her about some argument that was happening on the back of the bus, and nobody was really telling anybody about her. So we pretty much met like that, and went to a party afterwards, and then I went to jail, and she stayed, and it was just like a whole thing, man.
And now they have babies.
Yeah, now we got 2 kids.
2 kids and all that? So you weren't cosplaying when you met him then, right? Yeah, because you said like 2014. So, like, you were modeling. Did you model first or cosplay first?
I modeled first, and then
So
I
were you
started
already modeling when you met him? Or no?
Not really.
No, so you're just like, hey, I want to start doing this, or then what were your thoughts when you say I want to cosplay? You're like, fuck it, let's do it, or like?
As every husband is kind of iffy in the beginning, but you kind of roll into it. As
Yeah.
long as you're with her and she's comfortable with you and you're comfortable with her doing it, then it's a good thing.
He's my bodyguard.
How old are y'all roughly? Like,
I'm 23.
How old do you think?
23. I'm good though. Sorry.
You were about to say, I'm 26.
26? Oh wow, dating up. I like that, my friend. Dating up. Everyone goes younger. That's not the way. You date the older women. There's more perks there.
I treat her like my queen, though. I don't
More
really.
perks. That's good, man. I like that. I like that.
He's protected.
Do y'all know any Corpus comics at all?
No, but I know one from Japan.
From Japan?
She lives in New York.
Yeah, that's nowhere
She
near
comes here.
Oh, she comes here?
Yeah, for the Teen Book Festival. Her name is
I don't even
Misako
know what
Rock.
that
You
is.
got any comic books? I definitely would like to read them.
Oh, no, I'm a comedian. Yeah, comedian.
You got anybody that's comic books down here you work with? I'll read them.
comic
Teen
books?
Book Festival is actually like a big thing for the local kids here, and it's like a bunch of authors. They come out and like they describe what got them into it and like why their story is and why that story and characters and etc. And then once it's all done, then like they all take them out to eat.
So she's a comic and come here and talks about books?
She's a manga artist.
Oh, okay. But do you know any comedians from this town?
No, I've never.
Oh.
Have you ever met a Corpus comedian?
Never met
Never.
besides you.
Besides me, I'm not sure if I qualify as one, to be honest with you.
Well, you crack some
Yeah, they
jokes.
see you on our channel already.
Oh, yeah? Oh, cool.
I'm
yeah.
sure you-
Yeah, awesome. But yeah, so yeah, we're just trying to raise some awareness about Corpus comedy. Do you know any place in Corpus other than Mesquite Street, because that's our known place for comedy? Do you know any other place in Corpus that does comedy, where you can go catch a free show, paid show, anything like that?
It's not in Corpus, but it's in Lorenz Pass.
I don't know any
Which
place
one?
in Corpus.
The Rialto.
The Rialto? Yeah. Have you been there? Have you
We
seen
did
the
a
comic
video
there?
on it, and it's haunted.
That one's haunted too. I gotta get booked
did
there.
it.
I gotta find out now. I think they only do clean comedy though.
No, I
so-
already asked
Yeah,
them to
maybe
help
they're
with
comic.
that.
She was a clean comedy.
Yeah. Maybe the ghosts don't like bad language, because I know the Rialto doesn't take clean,
Yeah, no.
they don't take dirty language. I don't know why.
Yeah, we had-
It's the ghost, I guess. Yeah. So are there any other cons you got coming up? Right? Is that what these are called, or cons, or what is it? Is it Expo? What's the difference?
Next one's gonna be in San Antonio. The Comic Con's more like
Less anime.
less anime.
Yeah, it's more comic.
That's more comic. This is more anime. This is more gamers. This is more.
Okay.
This is all around.
I got you. Are y'all? What are y'all gonna be dressed up as next? Or is it gonna be?
I want to do
Surprise.
Deadpool. I want to do Deadpool.
Mine.
I'm a Deadpool kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Deadpool.
Smart
I
ass.
like to be a smart ass. That's me right there. That's my character.
Yeah. So of all the comics, is he your number one hero?
Him, the Joker, the Crow. There's a lot. I have a lot, man.
Mine is Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, she's a Marvel one, and she's like probably the most powerful one. She's beating everybody, but they never show the fights. They just show her post up, and then next page, like it's just the chaos of like she wins the fight usually.
Oh, dude,
I love that
never
because
seen
it's
that.
like
I gotta
no
see
work involved, just show up. She's like one of those like niche characters and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but like she's beating Thanos, all these other people.
Damn, she's
You know?
strong.
Where
Yeah.
was she in the freaking movie?
It's too strong. It'd be a like 5-second movie if you call it
OP.
Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
So you gotta make it. What's y'all's favorite Marvel movie?
I like the Avengers, the first one.
The first
where Hulk
Avengers?
is like smashing
Loki and stuff?
Loki, yeah, he goes puny god.
Yours?
I'm I'm stuck. There's too many good ones.
To me, a lot of them are the same. I don't know. They're a lot the same.
What's your favorite?
Oh, I don't know. Probably Guardians. I like the Guardians. They were a little different, I think. Last question. She's obviously Mortal Kombat. Which one of y'all's better at the game? Me. By far.
Random buttons.
Yeah.
You said after all these years, since Mortal Kombat 2, what are we at? 11 now.
We're at
You're
11.
a random button pusher.
I'm good at all of them.
So you're probably good at like Smash Brothers then too, right?
She was good at Street Fighters.
Yeah, Smash Brothers is a random
Yeah, Street Fighters.
Street Fighter character.
Yeah, she's a Street Fighter character.
See, cosplay is her. Damn it.
I need to.
See, there you go.
What made you do comedy?
I grew up on comedy. I grew up watching like Rodney Dangerfield, Andrew Dice Clay, Sam Kinison. Like we were poor, we only had one TV. So when my parents were at home watching TV, I had to watch what they watch, or I'd be out and about. But like 8 o'clock at night, you can't go out anywhere when you're like 10. So I'd watch Andrew Dice Clay with them. In middle school, I'd watch In Living Color a lot. I've always been around just comedy, so I finally said, screw it, let's just do it. And it's been fun. Been doing it for a year
That
now.
should be your slogan.
Screw it, let's just do it. I like it.
Let's just do it.
That's how I got on, and I just been upwards ever since. So
Whenever you got another show, here's our card. Give us an email, whatever not.
Yeah.
Let us know location.
If you want to
place.
come with us on an adventure.
yeah, I do want to check out Adventure. I probably will film too. We'll do like a collab thing
Hell yeah.
and all that
Awesome,
stuff. That'll be cool because I've heard other places that are haunted too from other comics, and I haven't found one yet. So maybe y'all will be it. So yeah, there again is their card. Thank y'all both.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it for your time.
Have a good one.
You too, stay safe.
Blake Trevino here, doing interviews at the New Wave Expo, meeting some of the cosplayers, some of the people here. What's your name?
My name is Becca with Girl Gala Cosplay, and today I am Harley Quinn.
And you said it was Girl Gala.
Girl Gala Cosplay.
How'd you come up with that name?
That's so funny. When me and my ex-husband first got married, we started like playing computer games, so we were trying to figure out like a cool name for my games and stuff like that. So I love lizards, so Gila Monster, and then I'm a girl, so we just put them together, Girl Gila. So when I started cosplaying, I just went ahead and just went with it.
Yeah. Now, obviously, I have my finger on the pulse of society here. I know everything about the people here, but a lot of these people out there, no clue what'd you say it was again? The lizard.
Gila Monster. Gila Monster.
What is Gila Monster?
A Gila Monster is like a huge lizard, but if he bites you, like his slobber is like very poisonous. But he's just, I don't know, he's pretty cool. I think if I remember right, he's from the Amazon.
Komodo dragon from the island of South Pacific.
Komodo dragon.
Yeah, they're also Komodo dragons. That's my ex-husband's favorite dragon. They're pretty cool.
Okay. And where was it from again? Like where do we find like the Gila Monster? Like,
Gila Monster, I don't know. It's been a while since I've researched it.
Like is it a comic, an anime? Where do we find?
No, Girl Gila is
not a Girl Gila.
the Gila Monster is a lizard. It's a real lizard.
Okay.
Yes.
Shit. Yeah,
it's not from
Okay.
anything like
so
that.
You just combine those two.
Yeah.
I got you now. What got you into cosplay?
What got me into cosplay? I wanted to cosplay Suicide Squad Harley Quinn when it first came out. So I figured, let's try it. It was my first time ever trying to get me into cosplay and everything else. And then since then, I fell in love with it and just kept on doing it.
When did that movie come out? How long so it been?
Ooh, it's been about, I want to say, maybe 6 years, give or take a little bit. It could be like between 5 to 7. It's been a little
It's been that long since Harley Quinn's come out already?
Suicide Squad, yes, it has been a while.
Losing track of everything that's going on. Do you have any other things coming up? Any other appearances where you'll be?
Appearances? I'm not quite sure. I know I'm going to be with Brad on Monday. We're going to be doing Day of the Dead makeup to promote for that event on Saturday. And then I'm not quite sure what I have after that. I was just trying to get through this expo since I am the cosplay liaison for New Wave Expo. So we had a lot going on.
So you're the one who kind of...
I am, yes.
Oh, wow. Nice.
This is her room.
This is my cosplay Holly.
Just reach out or
We go to cons, we meet them. A lot of people, they've been doing this for years, so they all know each other and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool.
Do you have any tips for people who are interested in doing it but not sure? Any tips to kind of get them started or anything?
You just gotta break it down a little bit and find pieces. You don't always have to go too expensive or anything like that. Just find little pieces, keep it going. It depends if you want to build it or if you just want to piece it together.
Okay. And what was probably the weirdest or creepiest thing someone has come up and asked you or you've encountered as a cosplayer? Anybody, any crazy fans out there?
There's been some extreme things. We just don't talk about those things.
Yeah.
So no. Yeah, a lot of them like my butt, and there's
this one. It's this one.
so yeah, the things I hear about it, it's no.
So what was your diet growing up as opposed to other white people growing up, because you don't have that? So like, did you eat like collard greens? Did you eat soul food growing up? Is that the secret?
It's so funny. I've had that a lot. Honestly, I don't know. I love bread. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't, and I do the elliptical a lot. Like I really.
My ex was a white girl, and she looked like a capital P. Like no joke, just all top heavy and just completely flat in the back. Like if I could pass out some tips to other unfortunate people.
Squats, elliptical bread. I mean, I don't know.
So that stuff works. It's not just
it does work.
You don't need a BBL, is what you're saying, right?
I mean, I don't know. It worked for me. I like food. I don't know what to tell you.
Eat some food. If you want to eat some food, guys. That's the motto. Last question. Have you heard of any, or can you name any comic from Corpus Christi? Any comedian from Corpus Christi?
Any comedian? Mr. Wendell.
Mr. Wendell. Okay. I was going to cut the interview if you said somebody else, but I like Wendell.
I love Wendell.
He's an OG. He's like the only comedian I think we have in the city, to be honest with you. I don't think there's any other.
It's old school,
Can you recite any of his? Do you know any of his
No,
jokes?
not off the top of my head, especially having wig head. My brain's been so squeezed today, it's not even funny.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know anything about it. I didn't know wigs could
Cut off circulation, yes.
Makes sense though. It makes sense though. Man, alrighty. Let's see. Do you believe in last cosplayers? They were real big into paranormal stuff and all that. Are you big? Have you seen any ghosts or spirits or? Yeah, where?
Well, not like around when I was younger and stuff like that. You just see them pass by. I don't think much of it. Like I don't like chat with them or anything else. I'm just like, oh look, there's when they pass by.
See this shit? Like,
Did
you take drugs as a kid? Were you around and like what's like? Maybe that's it. I'm too high that I don't notice the stuff because
You just gotta be really open-minded.
I mean, I am open-minded. I'm like, hey, what's that? Like, one of the things I kind of wanted to do, I think it'd be a crazy experiment, is they say if you're on acid or mushrooms, your eyes are dilated, you're more receptive to lots of things, right?
Alright.
I wouldn't mind putting somebody in like a high dose of acid or mushrooms in like a ER or somewhere like ICU where people are dying, and you can see if you can see the transition from their body, like them leaving their body, see if there is any afterlife stuff. You think that would be something possible?
It might be, but it might really trip those people out. I mean, on an
Scarred for life.
like scarred for life stuff, especially on an acid
how's
trip.
that different though from me going to like, hey, I'm going to the Lexington is haunted now. If I see a legit ghost, I'm like, oh shit, now my paradigm's like completely twisted because I didn't believe in this now.
Now it's there, but to watch one just leave someone's body, that would be a little like that'd be.
I was like, oh shit. What would you do if you saw it? Like you saw somebody die and you just see something float out of them? Like what would be your reaction to that?
I don't quite know. I'd be like, that's cool, weird, and like all at the same time.
Did you try to catch it?
No. We're gonna let them go where they need to go. Please, I'll just trap it here with you.
Put it back in the body. I don't know. You form a CPR. Okay, I guess last thing. Do you know any jokes, or you have any jokes that you can tell? Are you any sort of
Okay. My AGM told me one the other day. Let me see if I can remember it. What kind of bees have milk? What kind of bees have milk?
Honeybee? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rubies!
Booby.
I like that one. Okay, I like that one. So yeah, alrighty. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you
Good luck
too.
with, Girl Gilla cosplay. Oh yeah, really? What games did you play as a computer when you started? What were
They were like weird little like Facebook little games and stuff like that. Nothing too extreme, but like I needed like a little name for it.
I like it. Well, keep up the work. We'll see you out
Thank you
there.
so much.
Hey guys, Blake Trevino here, meeting up with some more people. We got
Juan Carlos Ramos.
Yep, we got him. He is working on a pretty cool project here. You want to tell our people about it?
Yeah, so this is actually the USS Lexington's Blue Ghost. They commissioned me to actually do the concept design for the Blue Ghost character that I made and created. We basically got together, put this project together, and now we're actually going to produce a comic coming in January.
Nice. And what do you think? What's the end goal for this? Like, what was the motivation behind this? Is there a reason why you're doing this? What's the fascination with the Blue Ghost?
Fascination with the Blue Ghost, the fact that it's an actual historical reference. So the other part to it is basically the privilege and the homage and the honor to Transformers, the privilege to actually work with a project that has to do with veterans in the military, the story behind the character. I'm basically an 80s guy that infuses everything 80s into my work. and this is kind of like the world of what putting that all together. So that's kind of how this came about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably one of the worst Corpus residents. I met someone earlier. I didn't know that. I knew where Selena was buried. I didn't know there was a whole grave thing dedicated to her. I don't know much about. I always found the Lexington kind of boring.
Oh,
like I
okay.
went out there, I'm like, I don't get this. I like this though. I like this, and I think like if I grew up with something like this, I would be more interested in the Lexington.
And that was the other thing too. Yeah, so marketing wise, it was really important for us to say like, how do we capture the full spectrum of audience?
Yeah.
You know, from the youth of today all the way to all our veterans. And so this kind of ties in everybody to that human connection. So again, 80s kind of like spun that off. And again, like you said, you saw this and you're like, wow, this is kind of something I'm into. Same thing, like we're saying, we're looking at the demographic to see like, hey, what age range can we get?
Yeah.
And this fills a lot of those.
Yeah, because I was born in '83, so I grew up '80s, late '80s, early '90s, and all that stuff. So a lot of this is my childhood. I really like this because, like I said, to me, I've been on the Lexington. I've tried the Ghost tour, and I'm like, I just don't care. You know, I appreciate the history though. I'm not trying to take. I appreciate the history behind it, but to me, to spend my money on that or like go see it, I'm like, no. But if I had this as a background, I'm like, okay, yeah, hold up, like this is where this came from.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit more interested.
So, and then the other thing too is really important for me that we actually tie in a lot of historical reference into the character because we want to, again, honor the veterans and of course make it interesting for the new generation or even bring something new, like we've never seen this before. So really the tie-in is basically like, how do we get people grabbed into something that they can actually see, and then more importantly, how do they get even more into like imagine what this would look like if we would actually transform this? So that's going to play into a lot of our actual book when you actually see it. So,
and what's the progress? How far are you along? Or?
Right now, the story has been developed. We're actually already all the rough draft for the whole preliminary issue one is already done. We're in our final edits. We're actually moving into penciling, and of course, right after that is coloring, and then we punch it out. Yeah.
So you're not too far off.
No, we're not far off. Yeah, we're actually right there.
That is a really good picture of that, and I am really impressed.
It will be 32 pages, which is slightly bigger than normal comic books. Hence the name up there says Texas Size First Edition.
Yeah.
So,
Now, is it just the first edition that's gonna be that big, or you're planning on all episodes maybe, or?
My plan, if I have it my way, it's going to be Texas Size from here until we reach the end. So every time you're going to get the bang for your buck, and not only that, but again, more Blue Ghosts, the better for me.
Okay. Yeah. And you're from San Antonio?
I'm from San Antonio, yeah. I'm a San Antonio native, but I'm a Texas native. So our book is 100% made in Texas. That's the other thing. It's printed, it's designed, colored, inked, edited, all done 100% in Texas.
Man, that is awesome. I like this, man. Like I said, when she first told me about it, I'm like, oh, that sounds all right. But I saw the picture, I'm like, okay, hold up. This is way better. Like, I don't think words could describe it. So I definitely wanted to come get this because this is awesome.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
go ahead, go for it.
I was going to say, like, again, like kind of keeping things interesting, like you said, you know, a historical reference when you actually sit in a command center and you actually look at that, we're going to actually have some sequences of that in our actual book so you can make those connections.
Oh, wow.
So again, when you're saying like, hey, this is boring, now when you go there, you're like, whoa, this is where you actually sit in on that one scene that we're doing
into
this.
that part, stuff.
So you're basically tying everything in to kind of, again, grab people's attention and now you want to learn more about it. So
I like the Harbor Bridge in the background, the city building, all that. It's a really good thing.
And there's a secret thing going on around over here, so I'll let y'all figure that part out when you get there. Again,
that's not the new bridge, is it?
No, not the new bridge.
Okay, it's not the new
No,
bridge.
it looks like it's going to be something coming out of the water. That they're going to be fighting.
Yep.
Yeah,
My imagination.
I like this. This is really good.
Thank you.
Have you met any Corpus Christi comedians or San Antonio comedians even? I'm familiar with a lot of them.
I met one comedian right here.
Right here. Yeah, I like it. So working on getting out. I actually have, going out of state, I'm going to do Illinois and Iowa. My goal right now is just hit every 50 state.
Right.
And so I've done Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, so now I'm going back for these other two states and just, it's been that time to get time off. Like, hey, take a week off, let's go to a different state and just find a base and just drive for like a week and just see what cities and states I could hit.
That's awesome.
So any tips for anyone who wants to try to start off a comic? Because I've always met people like, hey, I have this idea for a book, I have this story, I just don't know what to do with it. Like, what hangups did you come across first, I guess?
I think the biggest challenge is going to be basically first, when you come up with an idea, you have to make sure you kind of create the idea. And if you don't create the idea, somebody else is going to come in and fulfill the project. So you really have to be ready, and more importantly, obviously protect your idea. So that's really, really important. So if you can get past that part and then start developing, then you're good to go. So that'll be the first one. So I'll give that to everybody who you obviously do, as an artist, you obviously want to hold on to whatever it is that you create.
Absolutely.
And so it's very, very important that you do that.
Yeah, very good advice.
That's really
Any social media, anything you want to plug? We can post up once you have YouTube, have your info.
RamosMecha.com, FangFight.io, and then I'm gonna say Art by Ramos on my Instagram. I mean on my my Facebook, and then Ramos Design 75 for my Instagram.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Looking forward to that.
All right.
Really
Awesome.
cool.
Hope that was okay. Edit all the bad parts, please.
Oh, there's no bad parts.
Yeah, no, that was really good. All right, guys. Blake Trevino here again, doing some more cosplay interviews. We got, what's your real name? Or
I'm Brianity.
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 How long you been doing cosplay?
Since 2015.
2015. What got you into it?
I went to Comic-Con in San Antonio. It was my first time going to a convention. I was like engrossed in everything and all of the cosplays and the costumes, and I wanted to be part of all that fun. And it really just spiraled from there.
What was the first one you cosplayed as? Who was the first character?
It was actually the night of the first day. I put together a cosplay of Catwoman, and so that was my first cosplay.
What's been your favorite?
It's my most recent that I made. So I had the teeth earlier. It got too crazy, so I put the mask on. But yeah,
Those teeth right there, yeah. And then that's your Catwoman?
yes,
I love it.
the updated version.
Stuff you made, or?
Well, I didn't make the art. I got that commissioned, but they are of my Twitch emotes because I'm also a Twitch streamer.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Is Mortal Kombat one of your favorite games, or you just happen to like the characters? What is?
So I'm so bad at Mortal Kombat, but she would always beat me when we were kids. Was my sister. She's just
the
chilling back
thing.
there. But I always loved Melina. I would always pick her anytime I was playing, and I always liked her.
Yeah. Now, did you go confront Katana over there?
We have a picture together. We didn't confront. We took a really cute picture together. Though. Yeah.
Okay. But yours is better, right? Like you're the better one between the
I don't think that there's anybody better.
Melina's better. Who's a better Mortal Kombat character?
Equally awesome. I mean, my favorite, of course, is Melina.
See, there you go. So your favorite is Melina, not Katana. So you're the better one. See, that's what I said.
I don't say better though. I feel like that's
Why does it have to be a competition?
It is a competition. Have you seen Mortal Kombat? Like, it's a one winner, one loser.
Yeah, it is.
It's not we
live
tied.
or die.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not dogging her. She's very friendly, very friendly. But purple's my color, so.
Oh yeah, you like purple?
I have to go with the purple one.
There it is.
So now obviously with cosplay you travel a lot. Where was the furthest place you've been?
Honestly, this is the furthest I've been. I just started doing conventions this year, so.
Where are you from?
San Antonio.
San Antonio, and then do you have any spots you want to hit further from here? Like, what's the big one you want to hit? Like, do you have one this year lined up next year?
I would love to do like the big Comic-Con like in California. Like that would be really cool.
Yeah, I don't know much about cons. I don't know. Still big. Sorry, it's a little bit out of my realm, so I'm learning here.
There's also PAX in Seattle. That's a really cool convention too.
When do those go on?
I don't know when the Seattle one is, but there used to be a PAX here and they discontinued it or whatever.
Oh wow.
Sadly, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, do you have any other characters that you have in mind that you want to do that you just haven't figured out yet? You're working on, or?
Well, there are always like ones that I have in my mind. Like, oh, I'm gonna do that one day. Do you watch anime?
I watch some.
There's this anime called Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt.
That one, but I'll look it up.
One of the outfits is like an angel outfit, and it's really cute. And I'd like to make my own cosplay, so that's going to be like a project that I'm going to hopefully start to work on soon.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And is there? Well, you said you're a Twitch streamer. Any social media you want to plug right now for the camera? Anything?
Sure. Well, hi, I'm Brianity. It's at Brianity pretty much everywhere except for TikTok. It's at .Brianity. Everywhere else though. And yeah, I stream. I'm a cosplayer, mostly Instagram and TikTok and Twitch.
Now, what do you do when you're streaming? Like, what's your stream about?
I play any games that I feel like playing, but mostly horror.
Horror games?
Yeah, I love horror games.
Now, with the streaming, do you ever partner up when people do like a co-stream, or is it just solely you all the time?
Usually it's just me, but if I do have a couple friends that like to play like Phasmophobia together or something like that. I love that game. It's so much fun. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I've heard of that one. I play games, at least, luckily. See, video games here.
Oh,
so,
of course.
yeah. Now, you're from San Antonio, so you probably don't know the answer to this one, but do you know any Corpus comedians? Have you heard of any Corpus comic?
I haven't, I'm sorry.
That's no problem. I haven't either.
He's actually a comedian.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Blakey the
What
comic.
about San Antonio? Have you know any comics in San Antonio?
I'm not really in like the comic realm, so I don't
Hear
really
that, San
know
Antonio?
anybody.
Y'all need to get y'all shit together. Get them out there. People don't know y'all. They don't know us either, though. But let's do something about that. That's fine. Did you ever watch any comedy growing up? Any comedians at all? Any famous comics? Or
I mean, Angela Johnson.
Yes.
everybody loves her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I loved her when I was a kid. She had her Netflix and
Gaming and all that. You hook the game fans
Sarah
in, and then I get other
Silverman.
comments too. We kind of disguise the podcast in there, baby. Like, hey, like you say, let's say you grew up playing Mario Brothers. Like, oh, you're really good. Okay, well, I'm gonna interview you, but you're gonna be doing like a speed run of Mario, where you're gonna see like, hey, here's the world record of Mario. You recreate that, and I'm gonna be interviewing you while doing that. So
That sounds interesting.
yeah. So me, I have no clue about Twitch. I'm aware of it. I've seen it, but like, what would you say your tips are to get started, even just get going out the door with that?
So for me, I did so much research on like what it was, how it works, like what the bits were, like everything Twitch. I did my research and figured all that out, and then I figured out how to use OBS.
Okay.
So really know what you're working with technology-wise, because sometimes if something breaks while you're live, you can like mess up the whole thing. So it's good to know technology-wise where you're at.
Okay.
Other than that, I would just say have fun and make sure you're doing it like for the right reasons, like you want to have fun and share experiences with people.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Any tips for cosplayers out there, people who want to start doing this and become a streamer, cosplayer, going traveling? What are your tips for them?
I would just say be confident, and there's always going to be haters, so just stay strong within yourself and just know that you got to stay true to yourself and have fun the whole time. And if you're not having fun anymore, then just reevaluate, see where you can go from there.
Good advice. I'd say that goes with comedy too and all that. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Oh, I see you.
Hey guys, Blake Trevino here again doing more interviews. We got what's your name?
Mars Under the Stars.
Mars Under the Stars.
Haley MOV.
Haley MOD?
MOV.
MOV. Yeah, many of y'all, you're dressed up, obviously.
Princess Peach.
That's my favorite character.
That's like
Mario
that.
Party, Mario Kart, doesn't matter, I'm always Peach. My friends hate it.
I love you too.
My friends hate it, but I'm always Princess Peach. I figured I had to come talk to you. I don't know much about your character, I'm sorry.
I'm Toadette.
You're Toadette?
Yeah.
Okay. Learn it. Yeah, what got you into this?
Oh my gosh. I think we're very similar on that, right?
Yeah, I mean, we both started during the pandemic, and we're both theater people, so bored during the pandemic and
Locked
started
in your
making
house,
TikToks. Yeah.
Where y'all from?
Oh gosh. I'm local.
You're Corpus?
Yeah, I'm in Corpus.
Okay.
And then I'm from Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And did y'all just meet up at a con?
No, okay, so we're both TikTokers, and then we met up at kind of like one of our friends invited us to a wedding, and there was a bunch of influencers there, and we met there, yeah.
We originally met in like a cosplay Discord server.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And then we met in person at a wedding in California.
There we go, yeah.
All places. Texas people meeting in California.
I know,
It's
very
crazy. It was crazy to find out we were so close to each other.
Yeah, that is cool. So y'all have traveled a bit. Where was the most interesting place you've been to? You would say?
Like for cosplay things or just in general?
Both. Let's go both.
Wow.
Colorado's beautiful. It was like that,
I
yeah.
like Colorado for other reasons, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fair. I really like Minneapolis. They have a lot of really interesting theater there.
Oh wow. I was gonna try to go up there because I'm gonna be in
Reporting to your
Iowa, Illinois area, and I was thinking about going out there but I might wait till like the springtime or
Yeah,
something.
if you like art museums, the art museums in Minneapolis are so good.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been to maybe like any art museum I've been to is on a school field trip.
That's fair.
That's-
Well, it's a lot of like contemporary art, so I feel like it's more digestible.
Yeah.
So I really like it.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. With that flip side of it, what was probably the worst place y'all been where you're like, I don't ever want to go to the city or state again?
Oh, that's difficult.
Any place I could avoid if I'm traveling, like where should I go?
check out your channel and what you did like.
God.
Oh yeah.
I've never liked Dallas.
Never like Dallas?
No, I always get lost when I go up there, and like I feel like people are really nice in Texas. Like Texas is a very nice state.
it
I feel
is.
like I always run into rude people in Dallas. I don't know what that's about. No offense to Dallas people. I love you guys with my whole heart. Just I haven't had a good experience there.
Their taste in football is better. I'm not a Cowboys
I
fan,
mean,
so.
it says a lot, right?
I feel like Houston and Dallas have a bit of a strife too. So I could, yeah.
You could feel
Also, I
like
feel like
that.
there's just a lot of rich people in Dallas, and sometimes rich people are kind of rude. So
I could see that.
there's an ego.
Now, is this expensive to do? Like, roughly, like, how much was this roughly to kind
Gosh,
of...
like our outfits.
Yeah,
or
like if someone's out there watching, wanting to dress up, like kind of
Well,
do this, like...
the thing about doing cosplay is you can do it with anything you have at home, right? Closet cosplays are incredibly popular. It's just about wearing clothes you already own and making them kind of look like a character. Like the first time I did Peach, I just wore a pink shirt and I had blonde hair and I put on a crown and I called it Peach, and it did really well.
The first time I did Toadette too, I just found like a slightly pinkish dress, and then later I upgraded. This was like a used Lolita dress. I think it was like $80. Like, it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, mine was like 60 on Amazon.
Yeah, I was waiting for like the Toad kind of thing. That's why I was like,
Oh,
hurry.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I don't see
That's
So,
3D print one.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, she does.
Oh, that's crazy. That's really cool.
Yeah. So, any places y'all are gonna be up next after this? Like, where's y'all next?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be at Anime Corpus up in February. That's gonna be good. Just like walking around the con, and then we're talking about doing some more guesting this summer, probably.
Yeah, there's what was the Austin one?
Greater Austin Comic Con.
Yeah, Greater Austin Comic Con. We might not guaranteed. We might be
but
guesting
we
there.
might.
We have to talk to people about it. But yeah.
So, Houston local Corpus. You may know this answer more than her, but we'll see either way. Can you name any local Corpus Christi comedians? Do you even know if Corpus has any comedians?
Okay, I've been to the stand-up comedy things.
Which
I could
one?
not name at House of Rock, but I could not name
House
a
of
single
Rock?
one.
Okay, you've done House of Rock.
I couldn't. Everyone's really funny though.
Everyone's fun. You sure you've been the same one? I don't think I have.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a comic.
Oh, are
so.
you?
Yeah,
Oh, we
I
can
do
tell.
stand-up,
Actually,
so.
Blakey the comic.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I'm a local Corpus comic and all that. So yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so
Do you travel to Houston?
I have done. I haven't done stand up in Houston yet, but I do go up there. Lately, I've done Laredo, San Antonio. I did Detroit, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to go do Chicago, Des Moines, Iowa.
Like Improv Houston has a lot of stand-up stuff.
Do you know any of the Houston comics? I've opened up for some of the Houston when they come down here. I've opened up for some of the comics.
Not a
up
lot of
there.
the comics. I only know about the improv because I, like a long time ago, I used to do slam poetry, and so I
Okay.
feel like those worlds overlap. A little bit.
Yeah. I've in
Yeah.
San Antonio. There's a mic run by a comic named Clifton Simmons, and they do poetry and comedy and all that. So I'll see comics, and
That's
right
a
after
good
it'll be poetry, and right after that, I'm going right after a poet and all that. So it's
Yeah.
weird. Like people were in this poetry vibe, and I'm like, now I'm doing raunchy jokes. Like
You're
it's-
relief.
So good though.
You need
Yeah.
relief. Some of it's
Yeah.
really heavy, so it's really
yeah,
good.
so but like a very good mic out there and all
Yeah.
that. But yeah, any other tips you have for cosplayers?
Oh gosh. Just have fun with it. Some people try to make it like work or try to spend a lot of time like just feeling bad about putting a lot of effort in. Like you just do what you want to do and you have fun with the characters you want to do.
And the wonderful thing about cosplay is that it's so many different skills put into like one really big thing. So like find what you like the best and do that. If you like makeup the best, then like go really heavy on that. If you like the costuming, do that. If you like the acting, you can do videos and like make storylines about that. So it can be whatever you want it to be. It's very fun.
Yeah, wow, that's cool. Cause like I feel like I suck at even just coming up with a Halloween costume. Like I'll get this and I'm like I look nothing like the Halloween character I'm trying to be. So
Yeah.
so I get discouraged really easily. So I'm trying to at least get some. Maybe I think the last time I dressed up on Halloween, I did very basic. I was just a Mormon. Because
Yeah,
I'm like
that's
I got the
funny.
white shirt,
That's
black. I
hilarious.
went to like a place where they use signs. So it said Elder Blake Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the Book of Mormon. That was probably as close, but like Mormons don't look like you just wear that outfit and
Right.
you're good. Like I couldn't imagine trying to be like a Peach or
It's about
Mario or something.
It's finding the most recognizable part of the character. I'm wearing pink. I have a crown. You know I'm Peach. You know what I mean? And you can boil down a lot of characters like that. I think.
Yeah, my favorite thing is taking something and changing it from like the original. Because some people are like
like really
Dead on,
into doing
yeah.
the canon
yeah.
part, which is also like a crazy skill in itself. I really like taking the character and like altering it and adding my own design, which is why like some people don't know.
Alrighty guys, that wraps up our time here at New Wave Expo. My first experience at a con expo type thing. It's been fun meeting some of the cosplayers, learned some pretty cool stuff. Who knows, maybe got a couple weeks left before Halloween, maybe I could get some of these tips, apply them to a Halloween costume. We'll see more coming up. Who knows, maybe I'll hit some more of these cons too guys, but thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all later.